I'm David Kaplan here with a Coors Light Cold Hard Facts Sportsnet Central update. After the final out of today's ballgame, make sure you stick around for Cubs post-game live, followed by Sportsnet Central, hosted by Kelly Kroll. Still have highlights from today's Olympic events, plus sound from the one and only Brett Favre as he prepares for his Hall of Fame induction. For now, we go back to Oakland. Back to you guys. Take it away, Len and Jim.
Cubs lead the Athletics 2-0. Bottom 5 from the Oakland Coliseum. Great to have you with us on a Saturday afternoon. Yonder Alonso takes ball 1. Clayton Richard is back in the major leagues. He has signed with the San Diego Padres. So back with the Pods.
A nice run with the Pods earlier in his career.
Might he start for them? Yeah, a two-time 14-game winner with San Diego. 1-1 pitch. Now 2-1. Alonso, 29 years old. He's not hit for enough power for a major league first baseman. He's hit for average .271 in his career. 39 doubles in 2012, but he has not been in double digits in home runs to this point. Battled some injuries.
Yeah, with that profile, that guy becomes a part-time player, or a bench player, pinch hitter. You're going to ask for more power out of the first base position than he's been able to provide. I guess if the makeup of the lineup was right, if you had a shortstop that was a 30 home run guy, or got power from some unexpected positions, you could live with a first baseman that didn't hit for a lot of power, but you'd have to do so many other things so well. Have to be a real high average hitter, a tremendous defender.
Ground ball to Rizzo. He'll underhand to Arrieta covering the bag.
Wednesday, August 17, the Cubs take on the Brewers. First pitch 7:05, and up to the first 10,000 early arriving fans will receive a Cubs Beach tote bag presented by Las Vegas. Oh, good of Las Vegas to do that. For more information and ticket availability, visit Cubs.com. Thank you, Las Vegas. Liam Hendricks is in the bullpen for the A's. Not only is he in the bullpen, he's actually warming up in the bullpen. There he is now. Just to prove that I wasn't making that up.
All right, I pulled a Deshays. I scored the last half inning in my scorecard for the wrong team.
Oh man,
to go back, redo it. But there's only 3 batters, so no big deal. It happens now and again. Simeon with a base hit. Only their second hit of the day. He's on with 1 out for Smolinski.
Yeah, that's the thing about the great pitchers. They can be off their game a little bit and still shut you down. That's been the case so far here for Jake. The results have been good, but he would tell you that his command has not been particularly sharp. Alonso got him on a 2-strike breaking ball for a double. This time the curveball stays inner third. Well, he's no doubt trying to throw that ball out away from Simeon a little bit.
Smolinski hit by a pitch in the third. Simeon takes off, ground ball to third. That'll keep them out of the double play. Runner at second, 2 outs. You can follow Patrick Mooney, our Cubs insider, all season long on CSNChicago.com. Presented by Nationwide's Jeff Vukovich, serving the community for 38 years. Go to jeffvuk.com. Nationwide is on your side. Runner in scoring position, 2 outs for Healy, the 9-hitter for the A's. Fastball wide, ball 1. Arrieta, product of Texas Christian University. So is Preston Morrison, young right-hander in the Cubs system. 8th round pick 2015. He has combined to go 10-4 with a .214. 2 levels in A-ball. South Bend and Myrtle Beach. That's a strike. 1-2.
He must have been looking breaking ball there. Couldn't pull the trigger on the heater. He started this season at Double-A. He had never played above Double-A. 338 at Midland, then he hit 318 with their AAA club at Nashville.
Hopped into shallow right, and it'll be Hayward. And that's it. Inning over. Cubs 2, Oakland nothing.
One swing can be the ultimate game changer.
Jones with a high drive to left field.
And at T-Mobile, we know how to change the game for good. We've doubled our LTE coverage, and our extended range LTE is 4 times stronger in buildings than before. But we didn't stop there. With T-Mobile, you can stream baseball free without using your data on MLB TV. T-Mobile, that's Major League coverage.
What are we eyeing about?
My money, it's gone.
You know.
I know. The new PCs are so secure you can use your face as your password.
You know about it. Now do something about it. Upgrade to a new PC.
There you have it, folks. It's the greatest double play ever.
Get 2 medium 2-topping pizzas for $6.99 each. Add any 4 20-ounce Pepsi-Cola products for just $5.
Papa John's, the official pizza of Major League Baseball.
Now you have the freedom to save even bigger at the Ford Freedom Sales Event. Just announced, get 0% financing for 72 months on 2016 Explorer or Edge. And get freedom from interest for 6 whole years. Now you have the freedom to choose and the freedom to save with Ford, America's best-selling brand. Now get 0% financing for 72 months on 2016 Explorer or 2016 Edge. Only at the Ford Freedom Sales Event.
Tonight, it's time for Chicago Fire Soccer on CSN as your men in red head west for a rumble with Real Salt Lake. Don't miss a moment of this great MLS matchup. Fire at Real Salt Lake, starting at 8:30 on CSN Chicago.
Timeout for a fan cam brought to you by Great Clips. Interesting. Sonny Gray pitching well today. 2 runs on 5 hits, no walks. 5 innings, 72 pitches, and he's out of the game.
Yeah, it's kind of weird, huh? Something must be barking a little bit, I'm guessing. I mean, unless they're just trying to rehab his psyche,
right?
Going through this real tough stretch. Just okay, man. Give us 5 good innings. And something to build on.
And they needed innings. The starters have not gone deep.
That leads me to believe that there's something more going on.
It's Liam Hendricks. From Perth, Australia. 27 years old. 6th major league season. 1 strike on Anthony Rizzo.
Came up with the Twins. Debuted in 2011. The Blue Jay last year. Pretty good heater. Slider is his most popular secondary pitch. And throw a curveball occasionally. Every now and then a changeup. Using that fastball about 75% of the time this year.
Two to Rizzo.
He's got a matching mouth guard.
Full count, 3-2. Hendricks has the matching mouth guard.
Yeah. He kind of popped it out of his mouth there. Previous pitch.
A lot of guys wear those now. It helps you with your breathing, right? Is that the idea?
I have no idea. Maybe so you don't gnash your teeth. Maybe it's because you got to chew something. He'd rather chew that than tobacco or gum. I think beef jerky would be a good idea.
Hit deep, right field and off the wall. Rizzo trying for 2. He better hurry, and he's in. Just missed a home run. Mentioned it last night. The height of the walls 8 feet except for those alleys where it gets up to 15 feet.
Number 18, Ben Zobrist.
He hit the ball very well his first time up, lined out to deep to left field. This time he pulls it high off that wall. Well played here by Valencia, and Anthony had to kick it into high gear here about halfway between first and second. Zobrist had a very good homestand. 2 for 2 with 2 driven in today.
Fouled off. Susan Slusser, the fine beat writer for the A's for the San Francisco Chronicle, tweeted just now, this has been the time of season the A's have given Gray a start off in previous years, so possible it was planned to keep this stint short. So it's possible they just wanted to give him a little bit of a break after his 5 innings, but we'll see.
Well, in 2014, when the A's were really good in the postseason, he threw 219 innings that year, 208 innings last year. Nothing really on the line for the Athletics of this season. So it makes sense not to push him.
Ground ball will get Rizzo to third. Hey, Cubs fans, let's go. Join the Cubs season ticket holder waiting list today to claim your spot in our lineup for season tickets. It's easy and free to register. For details, visit Cubs.com/waiting list.
Had a pretty good feeling at the start of that at bat that by the end of it, Anthony Rizzo was either going to be in the dugout or standing on third base. So Zobrist able to advance him, and now an RBI chance for Russell with the infield pulled in.
Hendricks is going with the more 1981 look with the stirrups. And I think at Dwayne Murphy, I think the pant bottoms hike just below the knees with the high stirrups. Not quite like that. That would not have been a typical 1981 look. Having said that, it looks like Hendricks has the painted socks. Toward third, Rizzo will score if it stays fair, and it will, and it's a base hit for Addison Russell. Cubs lead 3-0.
Now batting, number 22, Jason.
Could you roll it out there any better than that?
No.
When you think about their two-run third, and it was a couple of bloop hits, and then a soft line drive single by Zobrist to drive him in. Now a little roller plates Rizzo. But see, that's again, you don't strike out, you put the ball in play, good things happen. Or at least the potential for good things to happen is there.
Good to see the Cubs get something done against the A's bullpen, which was terrific last night. Fouled off. 1-1. Hall of Fame race competitors getting some rest. Who's that little guy in between? Foul tip, 1-2.
Ricky Henderson's part of that race too, but he's nowhere to be found. It's Ricky being Ricky, hanging out somewhere.
Russell got a pretty good jump as he took off with the pitch. Hayward fouled. Indians have a prospect, a 20-year-old catcher named Francisco Mejia. Plays for Single A Lynchburg. He's got a 47-game hitting streak. He is not in their lineup today. All-time record is 69 games. Russell goes again, and he'll get the bag without a throw. So Russell has 4 steals. Joe Wilhoit in 1919 hit in 69 consecutive games. Minor league guy in 1933 named Joe DiMaggio hit in 61 in a row.
Who's the other guy? Tommy Wilhoit?
Joe Wilhoit.
Joe Wilhoit.
1919, 69 game hitting streak in the minors. I just like the idea of a catcher with a 47 game hit streak. In the air to center, and it's Smolinski. Russell tags, but he'll stay at second.
You ever hear of a fellow by the name of Gene Rye? R-Y-E?
Have not.
He hit 3 home runs in 1 inning for the Waco Cubs.
Oh my.
Now batting, number 68, Jorge Soler.
I assume a Cubs affiliate?
I don't know. Texas League, I'm guessing. He was the same size as Altuve.
How many runs did his team score that inning?
I don't know.
That's what, at least 19 batters in an inning.
He's Gene Rye's from the Chicago area. Yeah, an 18-run 8th inning for the Waco Cubs. You didn't want to mess with them.
Big cut by Soler. Cubs got out to a 7-0 lead early last night. Won the game 7-2. Leading 3-0 here today in the 6th. And time called. Requested by Vogt, the catcher. You're just tuning in. You're probably going, what in the world's going on with these uniforms? Throwback Day 1981. These two clubs wearing road throwbacks from that season. Off the plate inside, 2-1. That's a fair ball, and it'll allow Russell to score. Soler to second. 4-0.
Big 2-out knock for Soler. Breaking pitch, rolls over on it, but hits it right down the line. Healy can't flag it. He thought he had it. He reached into his glove like he had a baseball in there.
Miguel Montero.
The 3rd or 4th ball in these 2 games that have gone off of his glove.
And that will be a double.
He's looking at it with a sense of betrayal. Healy and many of the A's infielders out working with Ron Washington before the game. He was putting through all kinds of different drills. It's a cross up. Well, probably a little communication problem there with the Australian. He speaks Australian. That'd be great if there's an interpreter ran out there.
The 1-0 fouled back.
John Lester started last night's game, went 7 innings, allowed 6 hits, 2 runs. He's made a little noise there in the 6th and 7th. He was able to kind of quiet things down, and the bullpen did their thing. Four-run cushion for Arrieta and a pretty well-rested bullpen. Joe Madden's got to be feeling pretty good about things over there in the first base dugout.
Cubs have won 5 in a row. Two. And he struck him out. Both got hit on the backswing. Cubs add 2 to their lead. It's 4-0 in the 6th.
Dear Chicago, let's take a trip out of Midway to your favorite international destinations. With love, Southwest.
Wednesday on CSN Plus, star power is on display at Wrigley as Mike Trout's Angels face Chris Bryant's Cubs. Coverage begins at 6:30 with Cubs pregame live, presented by Fields Auto on CSN Plus.
4x4 by land, 4x4 by sea, 4x4 by air, 'cause the lock to fly free. The former country, how it all started out. For the brave and every Boy Scout. For doing it yourself 'cause you want it done right. 4x4 top down stars keep you up at night. 4x4 every one of those 75 years. 4x4 the way, that's how we say cheers. That's how we live. 4x4 ever.
You've heard of a pack of wolves, the pride of lions, a murder of crows. Well, we call this a rumble of Dodges. When you call one, you call them all.
Get $3,500 combined cash allowance plus $500 bonus cash or 0% APR for 60 months on the 2016 Dodge Grand Caravan.
Cub fans, show your team pride with Cubs checking and an official Cubs MasterCard debit card only available at your local Wintrust Community Bank. Go to wintrust.com/Cubs to learn more. Member FDIC.
And ball 1 off the inside corner on Crisp.
Crisp in the leadoff spot here today for the A's. He's been very productive with runners in scoring position, batting .448 in those situations.
High fly to right. Over is Hayward, and he's got it. Finding the sun.
So as part of their throwback day here today, they've invited back Crazy George, the super fan, the cheerleader.
Yeah.
Who they claim invented the wave here back in '81. So he was just rallying the troops to do the wave. Looks like he still got it going.
One hopper to second. Muncy is out. Top 2 in their order. The table setters combined 0 for 6.
Now batting the catcher.
Crazy George was looking good.
Absolutely.
He was a high school teacher. He was a cheerleader, like high school and college.
Wasn't Georgie Animal Steel also like a high school teacher, the pro wrestler, crazy guy?
I don't know.
Pretty sure.
But you didn't give him any guff in his classroom.
No, or he'd eat the stuffing in the turnbuckle. Come Tuesday night. A fly to left and a walk. There's Ricky.
He's back.
One and two.
See, I was always under the impression that the wave started up in Seattle.
I've heard Minnesota. It's going to be one of those questions nobody will ever really be able to answer. Nice note from Juan on Twitter. He's watching us from Hermosillo, Sonora, Mexico. Longtime Cubs fan. Russell back of short. He's got it. The inning is over. All Cubs again today. 4-zip.
It's a golden opportunity to discover that in a Lexus SUV, there are no adverse conditions.
Blue sky, smiling at me.
Nothing but blue skies do I see.
Blue days, all of them gone.
For a limited time, get some of our best offers of the year at the Lexus Golden Opportunity Sales Event. Lease the 2016 RX 350 for $419 a month for 36 months, and we'll make your first month's payment. See your Lexus dealer.
Get hot water when you need it and save money on your water heating costs with water heaters from Menards. This Energy Star rated fast recovery natural gas unit from Richmond is $599. This Stiebel Eltron electric tankless water heater has a compact design that takes up less space than a traditional tank model. Just $699. Find these and other great deals on all your plumbing needs during Menards Red Hot Sale.
Save big money at Menards.
In banking and baseball, you have to stay alert. With my Bank of America mobile banking app, I can select alerts that notify me when unusual activity is detected on my credit and debit cards. I used to play when I was younger. I love the outfield. All that green grass. Until the championship and the inside the park home run. Sure could have used an alert then. I missed lunch that day.
Sausage. Lovely overhead.
Hall of Fame race.
What's going on with X hands there? He's kind of very handsy. Raleigh Fingers, the winner. I think he's carrying a Pez dispenser or something. I'm
not sure.
Got some mustache wax or something there.
Patrick Schuster just up from the minor leagues.
Hey, Dylan Overton, last night's starter, demoted. Schuster promoted. Lefty's pitched 4 times here at the big league level.
Off the top of the 7th inning for Chicago.
25 years of age, originally drafted by the Diamondbacks.
Schuster from Newport Richey, Florida.
At AAA this year, 1.16 ERA.
Facing Wilson Contreras, Cubs batting in the 7th, leading 4-0. I guess fortunately, while it's 81 throwback day in terms of the uniforms, it's the 2016 version of these two clubs. The 81 A's would have been heavily favored against the 81 Cubs. Bounced foul. 2 strikes on Contreras, who just banged himself in the helmet with that bat. Missed the outside corner. It was a split season. Ricky Henderson early on. 56 steals. So Ricky was born in Chicago on Christmas Day 1958. Went to Technical High School here in Oakland. 4th round pick of the A's. 1976. First full season was 1980. Stole 100 bases that year. And the pitch way outside. Sets up a 3-2, and Contreras lofts a fly ball to deep center. It is playable for Smolinski, and he one-hands it.
How do you get to Wrigley Field? The Cubs suggest taking public transportation. They do offer a free bike check that's located by the Addison Red Line station. If you prefer to drive, the Cubs provide free remote parking and shuttle service on night and weekend games. For information, visit the A to Z guide at Cubs.com. The most frequently used Cubs lineup in 1981: catcher Jody Davis, first base Bill Buckner, second base Pat Tabler. 35 games. That was the most anybody played at second base that year. Ivan DeJesus short, Kenny Reach third, Steve Henderson, Jerry Morales, Leon Durham left, center, right.
Bobby Bonds was on that club, as was Mike Tyson.
Mike Tyson, low middle infielder.
Jim Tracy, future big league manager. Buddy Mike Krukow made 25 starts for the Cubs that year. Diving stop, Healy, and he gets Fowler.
Well, Major Healy's had a number of near misses in this series. This time makes a fine play. Takeaway base hit from Dexter Fowler. If you were watching just these two games, you'd say, oh, he's better going to his left than his right.
Number 17, Chris Bryant.
A young Lee Smith made 39 relief appearances and 1 start for the 81 Chicago Cubs. Future AL MVP and Cy Young winner Willie Hernandez made 12 appearances. Bryant, and it misses. 3 balls, no strikes.
Go ahead, big fella. Take a big bite of the apple. I didn't want any part of them.
2-out walk. It'll bring up Rizzo.
Number 44, Anthony Rizzo.
Lefty-lefty matchup. Dodgers continue to lead the Red Sox 3-0. They're in the bottom of the 6th at Dodger Stadium. Mentioned the one final from earlier today. Cleveland beat the Yankees 5-2 in the Bronx. Kane and Strasburg the matchup in about an hour from DC. Steven Strasburg's 15-1. Giants and Nationals.
Riddle me this, Batman. I'm looking at the Baseball Reference 1981 Chicago Cubs page. So their overall record was 38-65.
Okay.
All right. When you add 38-65, what do you get? 103, right?
Yeah.
Scroll down to the players. It says Bill Buckner played 106 games.
Well, were there any ties?
I don't know.
Okay. Well.
I mean, like a suspended game?
That's a strike. Let's see. They tied on April 29th against the Cardinals. They tied May 10th at Atlanta. So these are games that are, 5 innings or more. They're tied. Now, no more ties. Yeah, they had 3 ties that year. So that would explain it. You riddled me, and I gave you your answer.
Job.
Yeah. Back-to-back 2-out walks. Pitching coach Kurt Young will head out. Right extensor muscle soreness for Sonny Gray.
What's an extensor muscle?
Let's find out.
See.
Number 18, Ben Zobrist.
Yeah, clearly in some pain there.
So upper forearm. Well, the A's can't get a break, can they, if they're pitching? Oh, 2.
Yeah, they've used the DL a lot already this year. There's also a knee extensor. No, sir. No, sir.
Zobrist with the big hit today. Go ahead 2-run single in the 3rd.
Just throwing this backdoor curveball. Did not make it all the way back to the corner. Ben will let you know. If it's a strike, he'll swing at it.
Simeon to end the inning. Stretch time in Oakland. It's the Cubs 4 and the A's nothing.
Here come the last of the 2016s.
I love this part. Stylish Prius, sporty Camry, fun Corolla, adventurous RAV4. They're all here. but not for long.
Right now, get incredible 0% APR financing on 11 of Toyota's most popular models, like the 2016 Camry, Corolla, RAV4, or Prius during Toyota's annual clearance event.
Come in and get the 2016 Toyota you want before they are gone.
Toyota, let's go places. Jack Link's Jerky presents Messin' with Sasquatch.
Hey, buddy, come smell those flowers.
Come on.
Jack Link's, feed your wild side.
You can mass produce a car, but you can't mass repair it. Get a $70 Bridgestone Visa prepaid card by mail with the purchase of 4 eligible tires. Whatever you drive, drive a Firestone.
If you feel like singing a song and you want other people to sing along, just sing what you feel. Don't let anyone say it's wrong. When there's a light, what light? When there's a light, what light? When there's a light, why light?
Hey, welcome back, everybody. Follow Cubs Baseball Live with the MLB.com at-bat app. Stay up to the moment at any moment with Game Day, live game video highlights, StatCast, news, and more. Download MLB.com at-bat, the #1 app for live baseball on your phone and tablet.
Big crowd today, 32,258. And they just sang the stretch here. And when it got to the root for the... There was a very loud Cubbies from this big audience.
A lot of Cub fans leaving the ballpark last night on our way over to the train, the BART. As we look out from our perch here, you see an awful lot of blue.
1-0 on Chris Davis. A's have been held to 2 hits by Arrieta through 6. Looking for his first win since late June.
Just one walk. He has struck out 3, hit a batter. A couple stretches of 2 or 3 hitters where he's gotten out of sync with his delivery a little bit and misfired, but it has not hurt him.
One and two.
It's a young club the A's are running out there these days. Good chunk of their roster has spent time in the minor leagues this year.
Davis has been susceptible to that high fastball. In the air, right field. Hayward makes the grab at foul ground. Valencia has grounded out and flied out.
Another big song in 1981.
What's that?
It was a theme from The Great American Hero, the TV show. Believe it or not, I'm
walking on air.
Yeah.
It's just me. Yeah. Suddenly I'm on top of the world. Yeah. Good call.
Rocking out to some Air Supply.
Bouncer to third. That ball is going to stay fair. Throw to first. Safe.
Anthony looks like he wants him to take a look. Or maybe that was his, let's just keep going. I think he was safe.
Infield single for Valencia.
Now batting first baseman, 17.
Was his foot on the bag? It looked like the throw beat him. And Joe will challenge the call. This will be a Forsyth Technology replay review. I think if his foot is on the bag,
I thought so too.
Valencia will be out.
Yeah, I thought they had him in real time.
The runner was called safe.
See, wouldn't that be interesting if when they had a throwback game, they used throwback rules and they didn't use replay? Yeah, he's clearly out.
He's clearly out if the foot is on the base. The throw beat him.
Oh, well, let's see.
Now, the call usually when I think he's out. Usually when that call is made and the umpire says the foot is off the base, he'll make a waving motion, and we did not see that from Ramon De Jesus. So this will be a quick reversal. Out is the call. 5-3. We got an updated look at replay before the game today. 49.7% of the reviews this season through this past Thursday were overturned. Care to guess the average time of a replay review this year?
A minute 31.
140. Good guess.
I didn't go over. I'm going to be in the showcase. Alonso started with the Reds, traded along to San Diego. He's from Cuba, makes his home in Miami.
Oh, what a pick. Addison Russell makes it look easy.
There you go, A's fans.
He has been showing a lot of fans here what they're missing out on. He's had a great weekend so far, and the Cubs are shutting him out through 7.
I joined Binny's in 1955. A winning team needs experience.
No, the Binny's team needs youth.
Guys, a great team needs both. That's why Binny's has been #1 in Chicago since 1948.
Ah, I should tweet that.
Rookie.
Welcome to Honda. See anything you like?
Yeah.
Now is the moment to get the Honda Civic you love, voted 2016 North American Car of the Year at the Honda Summer Clearance Event, going on now.
Value City Furniture presents how to manage all that stuff. Step 1, acquire stuff. A little more and...
Where did my bed go?
Next, consider getting rid of the aforementioned stuff.
No.
Thought so. Now go to Value City Furniture and buy a new storage bed. You'll save money and space without having to get rid of any stuff.
Oh, nice. Perfect.
And that's how to buy the perfect piece at Value City Furniture.
Now I can get more stuff.
This is Coach Q at the new Binny's Beverage Depot in Lincolnwood. You should have seen this place 3 months ago. Today it's the largest wine, spirits, and beer superstore on the North Shore. As they say, if you can't find it at Binny's, it's probably not worth drinking.
Time for a hefty home run leaderboard. Anthony Rizzo with 12 career interleague home runs, leading the current Cubs.
Addison Russell made a sparkling play to end the bottom of the 7th, so he gets the lead off the top of the 8th.
Well, a win today would make you feel pretty good with Kyle Hendricks pitching tomorrow. Russell.
The A's running out there tomorrow. Sean
Manaea. Indiana native.
He's a lefty, 3-6 with a 4.68. Hey, Schuster should be in the same rotation with Alfredo Simon.
Simon and Schuster. Yeah.
See the story about the A's strength and conditioning coach?
Suspended because of a hidden camera?
Yeah, hit a camera in the weight room prior to their last road trip. I guess he wanted to make sure that guys that stayed back that were rehabbing were doing it properly, or I don't know, maybe he just didn't. I'm not sure what his motives were, but he's been suspended because you're not supposed to do that, hide cameras.
Russell called out on strikes.
Number 22.
Wednesday night on CSN Plus will be at Wrigley Field as the Cubs host Mike Trout and the Angels. Coverage begins at 6:30 with Cubs pregame live, presented by Fields Auto on CSN Plus.
Ball one to Hayward.
Angels in for just 2, right?
2 games.
Yeah.
That's it. And then the Cardinals for 4.
I haven't seen the Cardinals in a while.
No, we haven't. Got Matt Carpenter back. Schuster's pitch, swing and a miss, 2-2.
Schuster looks like he could be able to carve out a big league career as a loogie with that delivery.
Couldn't catch a corner that time. Sets up a 3-2, and Hayward held for ball 4. Soler with an RBI double his last time up, so he's knocked in 4 in this series, just off the disabled list. Angels have some decisions to make about Tim Lincecum. Really got knocked around again last night. It's a strike. Got Tyler Skaggs pitching tonight, I believe. Yep. Lefty who missed a bunch of time after Tommy John surgery.
Yeah, I can't imagine Lincecum's having a whole lot of fun getting knocked around the way he is. We've got a 9.16 ERA. Made 9 starts for the Halos.
Taijuan Walker back from the DL for the Mariners tonight. That one line foul.
Lincecum an all-star 4 consecutive years from 2008 through 11. His age is 24 through 27 seasons. And then pretty quick decline after that.
He's given up 68 hits in 38 1/3 innings, 11 home runs, 916 earned run average. Count even, 2-2. Skaggs, meantime, missed 2 years of big league time and 2 scoreless outings since coming back.
Schuster needs to recalibrate. He's not just missing away, he's missing way away.
Which number 68 will win this battle? Cubs bullpen quiet. Arrieta with 7 shutout innings on 94 pitches. And a 4-0 lead. Swing and a miss, so it's Schuster's 68 who wins out. 2 gone. Montero will bat.
Now batting, number 47, Miguel Montero.
The A's find themselves down 4-0. Their pitchers, however, are trying to snap an 11-game home run streak. That is, homers allowed. They have not yielded one so far today. Inside, ball 1. Here's a pitch. It's over for a strike.
Happy baseball birthday to Andy Messersmith. 71 today.
Strike 2.
Messersmith, of course, challenged the baseball reserve clause. He and Dave McNally, a case that ultimately led to free agency. But Messersmith, an outstanding pitcher, too. Lifetime ERA of 2.86.
Wow. Fly ball left center. Tracking and catching is Smolinski on the warning track. Bottom of the 8th. 4-0 Cubs.
Your home, your auto. They just go together. Combine your home and auto insurance with State Farm. Save time and money. Just another way we're here to help life go right. Talk to your State Farm agent today.
The simple truth is, sometimes life isn't just. Someone crosses over the line. The best laid plans fail. Or the sky falls. And lives are changed forever. And people suffer. And when that happens, you might find a system that is not just. That's the reason I began my career. Because even when life isn't just, there can be justice. And everyone deserves justice.
At what point do you know you're good?
I wasn't the tallest, the fastest, the strongest, but I knew no one could out-throw me. And there's nothing that I won't do for you. I'll block, I'll tackle, I'll hand off. I don't need to throw.
It was pretty obvious that the message to that defense was knock Brett Favre out of this game.
But your ass ain't knocking me out. Nothing was going to stop me from reaching my goal.
Hi, I'm David Kaplan at our Comcast Sportsnet studios with a Sportsnet Central update presented by our friends at Bob's Discount Furniture, home of untouchable value. Todd Hollingsworth and I will have Cubs postgame live following the final out. And Kelly Crow hosts Sportsnet Central. The United States won the Olympics' first gold medal down in Rio. Canton prepares for a Packers Hall of Famer. We're preparing for the postgame show. So now we go back to Oakland. Len and Big Jim.
Welcome back. A sunny afternoon in Oakland, and Jake Arrieta outlasting Sonny Gray, who left a little earlier with an extensor issue. Still not totally clear where that issue is. You have extensors, I guess, in...
Yeah, you got multiple extensors.
Yes. Different parts of your body.
Yeah, it kind of looked, the one shot we had, that one replay, it looked lower body-ish to me.
On the shortstop, Simeon. Fowler for the out.
Veteran John Axford warming up in the A's bullpen now.
Now batting center fielder, number 5, Jake.
And Hector Rondon. A's with just 2 hits in this ball game. Alonso double, Simeon single.
Jake Smolinski has his walk-up music, according to our buddy Lynn Bramer, the greatest song in the history of the world.
What is it? I wasn't even listening.
Give Me Shelter by the Stones.
I mean, Lynn doesn't think it's the great theme from The Greatest American Hero? Or Elvira?
Or Monster Mash? No.
Endless Love? That was big in 1981.
The 2-1 is a strike. It's 2-2. Called strike 3. Ten in a row sent down by Arrieta.
Now batting third baseman, number 48, Ryan Healy.
Yeah, he's gotten better as this game has gone along, and perfectly placed fastball there to get Smolinski. And how about that hook for strike 1?
The infamous and tragic free concert the Rolling Stones put on in 1969. Subject of Gimme Shelter, right? The documentary. That was at Altamont Raceway, about 45 miles due east of where we sit right now. Healy with a base hit.
Jake with one complete game this year. That was, of course, the no-hitter against the Reds in Cincinnati. Five career shutouts. 4 have come in a Cub uniform.
Pitch to Coco Crisp. Outside ball 1. Travis Wood has joined Rondon in the Cubs bullpen. Fly ball left center. Fowler and Contreras. It'll be Contreras to end the inning. 8 shutout innings for Arrieta.
Dear Chicago, let's take a trip out of Midway to your favorite international destinations. With love, Southwest.
DirecTV is at it again with another so-called deal. With a $60 intro rate that jumps to over $100 after just 3 months, then shoots up to almost $200 after a year. The hits just keep on coming because you're locked into a 2-year contract that can cost up to $3,500. Don't get blindsided by DirecTV. Switch to an X1 double play from Comcast and lock in your rate for 2 full years. Call or go online today.
This beer gets straight to the point. It looks you in the eyes and firmly shakes your hand. Coors Banquet. That's how it's done.
Crab Fest is on at Red Lobster, so come dive into dishes like the new Alaska Bear Dye Crab Dinner with sweet crab from the icy waters of Alaska. Or try Crab Lover's Dream with tender snow and king crab legs. Love crab? Then hurry, Crab Fest ends soon.
Get ready for an exciting Cubs finish. Brought to you by New Finish Car Polish and the #1 rated scratch remover, Scratch Doctor.
The toast of the game presented by Binny's Beverage Depot goes to, you don't even need a drum roll, you know who it goes to, Jake Arrieta. 8 shutout innings. He's allowed just 3 hits this afternoon. Binny's Beverage Depot is the official champagne provider of the Chicago Cubs. We started the day talking about Jake's good work here in the state of California. 4 starts, last 4 starts here. 4-0, which is 1 earned run allowed and a no-hitter. Back on to that. Today's performance looks like his day is over, getting the high fives.
John Axford, veteran right-hander, here in the 9th. 2 scoreless innings from the lefty Schuster.
A lot of youngsters on this club. Axford's been around a while, 33 years of age now.
Swing and a miss by Contreras.
Bulk of his big league time spent with the Brewers. 2010 through 13, or part of 13 anyway. Then he moved on to St. Louis. Been fairly nomadic since then. Time with the Indians and the Pirates in 2014. A rocky last year. Originally signed by the Yankees, but did not pitch in the big leagues for them.
Tim Lincecum DFA'd.
Hope it's not anything we said.
No, I don't think so.
Kind of see it coming, that ERA above 9. That's a, I mean, he's had a great career, but he's 32 years of age.
Called strike 3.
He's one of my favorite guys to watch pitch.
Now batting, number 24, Dexter Fowler.
Back to the top now, and Fowler. These throwbacks elicit 2 opinions. These are the worst things I've ever seen, or they're the greatest things ever. There's no in between. There's no like, yeah, they're all right.
Can't they be both? Can't they be? These things are garish, but they're really cool.
Well, I would say that about this ballpark. So many things wrong with it that I really like it.
Yeah, old becomes new again. With all the new modern stadium construction, the baseball-only facilities, this one has a nostalgic feel to it because it's big, multi-purpose.
I just don't like what they did in the outfield with what they call Mount Davis. Just to have some nice view of the mountains off in the distance. And it's full.
Extra 1 out of 4 today. Came into this ball game sporting a .398 on base percentage, second best out of the leadoff spot in Major League Baseball, trailing Matt Carpenter. Year 1 of a 2-year deal for Axford here with the A's. So Travis Wood will start the bottom of the 9th with a couple lefties due up for the A's.
Pitch. High fly into left center. Who wants it? Both guys, but Davis dropped it. Well, and I got it, you take it situation, and nobody got it. That was Crisp, not Davis. My apologies.
Yeah, this is interesting because normally the center fielder is going to take charge here, but Smolinski, the youngster, may be yielding to the veteran Crisp, who out of the corner of his eye feels Smolinski coming and bails out a little bit.
Crisp will be charged with an error.
Anything but crisp on that one was Coco.
Here's Bryant and a strike. For 3 with a walk. Fastball inside. Good heat, 95 from Axford. Bryant got hit.
Comes with a chance to add on here in the 9th. Misplay in the outfield and then a misfire by Axford.
Now batting, number 44, Anthony Rizzo.
Rizzo is the what? Is the
high drive center field. Smolinski still going back. He's on the dirt. He's got it. Fowler tags. Ballpark barely held that one. 2 down.
Yeah, well, he's awfully close to a 3 home run day, isn't he? His first time up, he drove one deep to left field, stayed in the park, doubled off the wall in the 6th, and now just misses delivering one here. So a good day with a double and a walk, but could have been so much more for Anthony.
Zobrist with 2 outs. He has the go-ahead RBI. 2-run single in the 3rd inning.
Yeah, that came with 2 outs. Soler had an RBI double with 2 outs.
There it comes. It's a strike. Gray went 5. Hendricks 1. Schuster couple innings. Now Axford. Gray and Hendricks each charged with 2 runs. Oh-2 on its way.
Aside from the fact that Sonny Gray had to leave this ball game due to an injury, Bob Melvin has to be pleased with the way he threw the ball today. Didn't walk anybody. Stuff looked really crisp. We're thrown over here.
Mike Foltynewicz against Carlos Martinez. Braves and Cardinals will start up shortly.
A couple of big fastballs there.
Yeah. Swinging bunt. And Zobrist is out. And the inning is over. We go to the bottom of the 9th. It's the Cubs 4 and the A's nothing.
Save like crazy at Bass Pro Shop's Summer Madness sale. Like select Redhead men's short sleeve shirts starting at under $18. Save 20% on this Pursuit scope with rings. And get ready for the Fall Hunting Classic, August 12th through the 28th.
This beer has conviction. For us, it's Rocky Mountain water.
or nothing. Coors Banquet. That's how it's done.
When I was just a young one, maybe pushing 10, somebody told me no, son, and I decided then I'm gonna dig my style, I'm gonna walk the same, gonna keep on going, no, I don't see no end, with the prize I'm showing, you better tell your friends, you're gonna dig my style, dig my style, dig my style.
I'm a big fan of my Bank of America mobile banking app. I can manage my accounts, deposit checks, get alerts, pay my bills, and more. I'm a big fan of this team, too. In fact, I tried out to be the mascot. Apparently, I'm overqualified. I do not have an overbite.
Cubs lead the A's 4-0. Here's Travis Wood.
Travis, for the 54th time, takes the mound for the Cubs. He's 3-0 with a 2.68 ERA. A couple lefties scheduled, but Bob Melvin will make an adjustment.
Ladies and gentlemen, for the Athletics, batting for Wednesday, number 39,
Eibner.
Brett Eibner.
He homered last night in his A's debut. Fouled off for strike one. If the Cubs can hang on here, they'll go for the series sweep tomorrow. They already have 9 series sweeps, tied for the major league lead with the Indians and the Tigers. Sounds like Crazy George is just below our broadcast booth.
George is crazy.
Called strike 3.
Eibner's day didn't last very long. Quickly dispatched by Travis Wood. Paints the outside corner, maybe just beyond, but Dana DeMuth been known to open up that zone every now and then. Aroldis Chapman. Nice and easy. No sense of urgency at this point.
Swinging away and popped up on the infield. Left side, Bryant. 2 down on 4 pitches.
Now batting, designated hitter, number 2, Chris Davis.
Davis, the DH, 0 for 3. Just 3 hits for Oakland. Alonso's double in the 2nd. Simeon single in the 5th. Safety by Healy in the 8th. That's been it.
Jake Arrieta retired 11 of the last 12 men he faced this afternoon. Travis Wood trying to go 3 up, 3 down here in the bottom of the 9th.
A strike away. It's 1-2. Wood and Montero are ready. Here it is. It's high. It's 2-2. 8 innings, 3 hits, no runs, a walk, 4 strikeouts for Arrieta. ERA down to 2.59. Lined and a base hit. Knocked down by Contreras. Valencia with a man on, 2 down. Rizzo will play behind Davis as Valencia looks at ball 1. Ground ball to Russell. Cubs win. Cubs win. That's 6 in a row. And a chance for a sweep tomorrow. And Jake Arrieta has his first win since late June.
Yeah, it's been a while since Jake has been in the win column, but he has made some solid starts of late. Just has not been rewarded for them. But today he does pick up his 13th win to go to 13-5 now with 8 shutout innings.
2 hours, 56 minutes. Big crowd and a lot of Cub fans here enjoying this one in Oakland. So Arrieta and Wood combine on the 4-hit shutout. Make sure you're with us on Wednesday at 6:30 for pregame coverage here on CSN as the Cubs battle the LA Angels of Anaheim. Game 2 of that 2-game series. Now for JD and our entire crew here in Oakland, Len Casper inviting you to stay tuned for Blue Cross Blue Shield Cubs post-game live. Coming up next, final score once again, the Cubs 4 and the A's 0.
How about that? Cubs get it done. Outstanding starting pitching from Jake Arrieta. Enough offense, solid defense. They've taken the first 2 in Oakland. Cap and Holly with you. It's our Blue Cross Blue Shield Cubs post-game live. That was vintage Jake Arrieta. First win since late June, the 27th, I believe. But he's pitched much better the last few starts.
Complete. That's the way that you look at it. Not that he went complete game today. It was complete effort, complete performance. Stayed in the middle of the plate, and we talked about that ball exploding, that fastball doing what it needs to do. Did a fantastic job of it again today. Primarily used the fastball, got staked to a lead about 4th inning of the ball game and really made it stand up. I don't think there was a doubt that in any of our minds that Jake wasn't going to go as long as he did, that he wasn't going to pitch as effectively as he did, the way that he was dominating this lineup. Just was a question of his pitch count, where they were going to take him out of the ball game, and where the Cubs going to score enough runs. All those things got answered in a very positive way. Nice victory.
All right, we'll talk about it because watching Jake and so many of the replays we were able to watch of his motion, he was able to repeat his delivery today. We'll get to all that. We'll start it like this. Cubs win. That is 6 straight ball games. Come right back, have highlights and a whole lot more. Stick around. Cubs post-game live, presented by Blue Cross Blue Shield, is next.
There are a lot of phone deals out there, but it's not a good deal if it's on a bad network. Right now, there's a really, really good deal at Verizon.
What kind of deal?
Up to 4 free phones.
Free?
That's right. And up to 4 lines, 16 gigs, all for only $150. And no surprise overages.
Sweet.
Yeah, I know. And it's all on America's best network. 4 free Samsung Galaxy phones, 4 lines, 16 gigs, all for $150. Only on Verizon.
Did you hear that? This one has amazing gas mileage, but I think this one is more my style. But then again, maybe this one is more my style. What to do, what to do.
Now, you know, at Continental Motors, there's a 3-day exchange policy on all used cars.
Wow, 3 days, really?
Yeah, 124 hours.
No, 3 days is 72 hours.
Well, not if you're using the metric system.
No, still the same.
Even if you carry the...
72 hours.
So then 3 days. Grab your phone and come check out our unbeatable online selection at ContinentalMotors.com.
In the beginning, there was the original White Castle chicken ring. And now we're introducing the new pretzel chicken ring. Made with delicious all-white meat, they're crispy, shareable, and extremely dippable. The ring is the thing. In fact, it's everything.
Yeah, it's everything.
Mission accomplished. I ordered ahead. Pick up for Mike.
20 chicken rings for just $4.99. Only at White Castle.
Swinging out to Vegas for the weekend. Roll, just roll those dice. Jet set, babe, with jet set guys and dolls. Jet set on a swinging night in the town.
Cubs baseball on CSN Chicago is brought to you in part by Southwest Airlines. Transparency, low fares, nothing to hide. Your Chicagoland and Northwest Indiana Honda dealers, as reliable as the cars themselves. Xfinity X1 will change the way you experience TV. Audi, truth in engineering. Menards, save big money at Menards. And by Toyota. Discover more in a Toyota. Visit buyatoyota.com or your local Toyota dealer today. Let's go places. This is Cubs Postgame Live, presented by Blue Cross Blue Shield of Illinois.
Cubs get her done behind Jake Arrieta, who gets his 13th win of the season. Ben Zobrist, a big 2 RBI hit, your game-winning hit. Sonny Gray departed after 5 innings. He falls to 5-11. 4-8-0, a whole lot better than 0-4-1. Cubs now 27 over 500. Hello, welcome in. Cubs postgame live presented by Blue Cross Blue Shield of Illinois. He is Todd Hollingsworth, 96 National League Rookie of the Year. I'm David Kaplan. Let's talk about Jake. He was able to repeat his delivery, and the couple times where he might have got a little hurried, Miguel Montero went to the mound and said, like this, settle down, relax.
Right. Well, and again, you know, when you talk about the mechanics of it, it wasn't that because the Oakland A's were not able to put a whole lot of pressure on him offensively today in a position where he had to change his mechanics or where he got himself into the stretch or where he was changing his timing. He was so dominant again today, only gave up a couple hits in the ball game, that he ended up in a position where he was monitoring what was going on around him. And we talked about that. You know, if you go back and look through this little stretch of games where he wasn't picking up wins, there was that big inning that seemed to things get a little away from him and go back to his last start, the 8th inning. He walks the first 2 guys. There were those 2 moments, you're absolutely right, where the ball, you know, he was getting a little high in the zone, a little off the plate. Miggy went out and talked to him. He was able to settle down, but you pair that with how dominant he's been the rest of the way, it allowed him to settle back in. So it was kind of getting back to the mechanics of it, and I really do believe, to your point, why you saw the fastball usage today. It was almost like that complete commitment to, I want my mechanics to be sound and solid from pitch 1 to the last pitch I throw today, no matter what it is, and then you didn't have to factor in too many more of those variables. Only a handful of cutters, sliders in today's ball game, only a few curveballs that he used, and for the most part, strictly used his fastball.
All right, time for our Elk Grove pitching recap. Jake Arrieta against Sonny Gray. Gray done after 5 with an injury. Arrieta goes 8 innings, allows just 3 hits, nary a run, 4 Ks, walked 1 and threw 108 pitches. A real solid, effective outing. Sonny Gray wasn't great. 5 hits in 5 innings, 2 earned runs on the Zobrist hit. He struck out 2, didn't walk a man, and threw just 72 pitches.
Well, Sonny Gray, left the game with, I believe, a forearm strain, some form of that. I felt like the Cubs were about ready to get to him. Again, you look back to that 2nd and 3rd inning, there were some real opportunities there. Came through with the big Zobrist hit. Just kind of hoping the boys would do that because he had struggled in the stretch. So, again, was able to get the big Zobrist hit right there, but I guarantee you, well, I'd like to anyway. I guess I'll never know. If you give this Cubs lineup another crack at Sonny Gray one more time through, I think they would have done some more damage as well.
You know, it's interesting how teams will look at trading a player, Sonny Gray. His name's been out there so much. They are hesitant. They ask for a crazy big package, which they should. and then they may ask for just a little bit too much, and nobody trades for him, and then he throws up a year like he's having this year. It makes it a lot tougher to sell him.
Well, yeah, you're going to have a real hard time selling him. I mean, even if you're the Oakland A's and you're willing to do it, and at times Billy Beane has been willing to do that, even though it's selling low on a particular player, you're still hoping that his value will increase. I mean, remember, we talked about the last year. This was a guy who was Cy Young candidate, was right there till the very, very end, a 2.7 ERA this year, a 5.8 ERA. I mean, those are jumps that just get everybody scared, like, is he healthy? You know, is there a drop in velocity? What's going on? When you look at him, and you looked at him in the beginning of this ballgame, you say, well, that should be decent enough. I could see slight regression, maybe Dallas Keuchel comparing the two, but not to see that 5.8 ERA that's actually so alarming that, you know, you wouldn't want to trade for it. How could you trade for it, even though you know he's a guy who has got 200-inning seasons under his belt and has been a perennial Cy Young candidate in those years? He looks more like the bottom, bottom section of Major League pitching than he does the top section right now.
No question. Cubs went down 1-2-3 in the first inning, but plenty of chances in the second and third to score some runs. Let's take a look at how the second inning unfolded. And again, no outs. Cubs runners already at first and second. Jason Hayward grounds out. Jorge Soler's fielder's choice. Ben Zobrist out at home. Miguel Montero then a fly out. There's the play at the plate right there. And they get the out. And then you're going to get Miguel Montero on a fly out. So you have opportunities, but you just can't quite get, as you call them, big hits in big spots. Now, third inning, nobody out. Contreras and Fowler on base. Chris Bryant strikes out on a good breaking ball. And then Rizzo grounds out over to the first baseman. So now there's two outs, and you're thinking, all right, you got men in scoring position, and Ben Zobrist delivers. That's a big hit in a big spot.
Well, again, you know, I talk about it, Cappy. I say it all the time. It's not the number of times you come through. It's the number of opportunities you give yourself, and that's the one thing that through these two innings we kept telling ourselves, you know what, we're giving ourselves cracks at this. I mean, again, there were some productive outs and some unproductive outs that led us to the run-scoring situation, but still needed Ben Zobrist to come through. We're right down to our last strike with that big base hit to center field. So good to see it happen. Again, we've talked about that formula for winning, the way the Cubs have been playing, the way Jake Arrieta was pitching in this one. You wanted to give him some run support early in this ball game, able to get through right there in the third inning. And the way, again, he was throwing the ball, I don't think that any of us were really too concerned with, other than that moment that at times has shown up for Jake Arrieta, that he was not going to continue to dominate in his game today.
All right, sixth inning, A's go to their bullpen with Gray down with that forearm strain. Liam Hendricks goes to the bump. And a big one for our pregame picks of Anthony Rizzo and Jorge Soler. There's Anthony, and it looks like it's going to get up and get out. That padded wall keeps it in the ballpark. Rizzo hustling all the way, and he is in with a double. You've got leadoff man on. Now you've got him over to third. And then there's the ground ball that they're going to let roll. And Highgrass says, nah. We're going to keep it fair. Rizzo scores, and now it's a 3-0 ball game.
Well, Addison Russell right there, a little top spin, just kept it fair on the grass. And then our guy, Jorge Soler, big base hit right down the line, is going to score another run.
Yeah, and I mean, that's the largest foul territory in all of baseball, because it's really a football stadium. Jorge hustling, gets all the way to second. 4-0 Cubs, and that's how it would end. All right, time for a break here. Cubs Postgame Live, presented by Blue Cross Blue Shield. We'll take a look at the Cubs box score. Whole lot more. Don't forget Sportsnet Central coming up bottom of the hour. Be right back.
Cubs Postgame Live is presented by Blue Cross Blue Shield of Illinois. Through it all.
In the beginning, there was the original White Castle chicken ring. And now we're introducing the new pretzel chicken ring. Made with delicious all-white meat, they're crispy, shareable, and extremely dippable. The ring is the thing. In fact, it's everything.
Yeah, it's everything.
Mission accomplished. I ordered ahead. Pickup for Mike.
20 chicken rings for just $4.99. Only at White Castle.
You've heard of a pack of wolves. the pride of lions, a murder of crows. Well, we call this a rumble of Dodges. When you call one, you call them all.
Get $3,500 combined cash allowance plus $500 bonus cash or 0% APR for 60 months on the 2016 Dodge Grand Caravan.
Moving a 295-pound refrigerator is not easy. Moving your wife's 17th century colonial stemware collection is rarely easy. Moving Mr. Smooches is never easy. Fortunately, moving your favorite entertainment with DirecTV is always easy. Just one call before you move is all it takes. Done. The DirecTV Movers deal. Easy Now comes with bundles and equipment upgrades too. Call and ask about all the benefits today.
Why jump out of a perfectly good airplane? Why not? Chicagoland Skydiving Center was voted the best in the U.S. with a perfect safety record, a one-of-a-kind environment, and round-trip shuttle service from downtown Chicago. Come experience the greatest adventure in the area. Chicagoland Skydiving Center in Rochelle. Visit us at perfectlygoodairplane.com.
Time now for our Four Seasons Heating, Air Conditioning, and Plumbing. Who's hot and who's not? Taking a look at how National League pitchers have done against the Cubs' next opponent, the LA Angels of Anaheim. Who's hot? When he's healthy, Clayton Kershaw with the gem of the game on May 17, 11 Ks and 8 innings against the Halos. Who's not? How about Francisco Liriano, now in the American League? He lasted 3 1/3 innings back on June the 3rd, 4 walks, 6 earned. Cubs and Angels begin their 2-game series on Tuesday at Wrigley Field. Welcome back to Cubs Postgame Live, presented by Blue Cross Blue Shield and our friend John Ory, joined by Todd Hollingsworth. I'm David Kaplan. So, Holly, you look at the Honda winning box score. Not a ton of productivity here for the Cubs, but more than enough to back the really good pitching of Jake Arrieta. Dexter, a 1 for 5. Chris Bryant had an 0 for 3. Anthony Rizzo had a double, a walk, and a run scored. Zobrist, a couple of knocks. Addison, a couple of knocks. Jorge Soler, a 1 for 4, a double, an RBI, and a strikeout. And then you got Contreras with a hit. But this, for me, is the biggest blow of the game.
Well, it is because Jake Arrieta, oh, that's not it, right?
Oh, not that one. I'm talking about the one that I saw Zobrist.
You were talking about his 2-run single up the middle. It absolutely was by far the biggest hit in this ball game because Jake Arrieta was so good. Again,
that's what I'm talking about.
That's the one you're looking at. Stayed inside the baseball right there and drove it right back through the box. Great approach. And again, here's what you wanted to know. You know, Ben Zobrist had actually, the most history, although not a lot of it against Sonny Gray. Did have a couple doubles against him coming in. And you saw today, big spot right there to come through with that base hit. Opportunities, Cappy. I'll continue to say it. This team is young. They're going to continue to grow. We're going to continue to talk about runners in scoring position, situational hitting as the season goes on. We'd be talking about it if we were talking about any team in baseball because it's always what we center around in the game. How do you score your runs? Are you a team that lives and dies by the home run? And that's what this game to me was about. The fact that, I thought the ball would jump a little bit and we saw some balls get to the wall. Anthony Rizzo a little frustrated with a deep fly ball to center field. But you know what? You've got to be able to score runs in other ways. You've got to be able to go up against some of the game's better pitchers and put innings together, and you're seeing progression here. They continue to give themselves opportunities to score runs. Hopefully they come through a few more times, but it can't just always be about the long ball.
All right, we'll be right back on Cubs Postgame Live, presented by Blue Cross Blue Shield of Illinois. We'll recap Todd's keys to the game coming up next.
Welcome to Honda.
Thank you.
Head over heels, where should I go? Can't stop myself, out of control. Head over heels, no time to think. Looks like the whole world's out of sync.
So you like it?
I do.
Now is the moment to get the Honda CR-V you love, the best-selling SUV in America, at the Honda Summer Clearance Event, going on now.
Our mountains challenge us, push us back, knock us down, tell us it can't be done. But then, one day you reach the summit, and you realize the harder the climb, the better the reward. Coors Light, whatever your mountain, climb on.
Your
car got rear-ended and you needed a tow, did your 22-page insurance policy say, great news, you're covered? No, it said blah, 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 blah.
The Liberty Mutual app with Coverage Compass makes it easy to know what you're covered for and what you're not. Liberty Mutual Insurance.
You can mass produce a car, but you can't mass repair it. Get a $70 Bridgestone Visa prepaid card by mail with the purchase of 4 eligible tires. Whatever you drive, drive a Firestone.
DirecTV is at it again with another so-called deal. With a $60 intro rate that jumps to over $100 after just 3 months, then shoots up to almost $200 after a year. The hits just keep on coming because you're locked into a 2-year contract that can cost up to $3,500. Don't get blindsided by DirecTV. Switch to an X1 double play from Comcast and lock in your rate for 2 full years. Call or go online today.
Menards has the blocks you need to create your ideal backyard. An attractive outdoor space adds value in another stylish room to your home. And whether it's flawless landscaping, a spacious patio, or a sturdy retaining wall, there's no limit to what you can create with so many styles and options to choose from. Crestone retaining wall blocks stack together easily and are available in straight or beveled styles. Only 99 cents each during Menards Red Hot Sale.
Save big money at Menards.
Cubs fans, show your team pride with Cubs checking and an official Cubs MasterCard debit card available only at your local Wintrust Community Bank. Go to wintrust.com/Cubs to learn more. Member FDIC. All right, a UPS store taking care of business. Player of the game is Cubs starter, their ace, Jake Arrieta, who was magnificent today.
Guess we'll give it to him. He absolutely was. Again, fastball usage today was spot on. You watched how, and again, it's what I always look for, where he starts out the baseball from behind his right shoulder, where we get to watch it from, and how he works the ball into the strike zone. How much bad contact did we see today? We saw a couple shanks, fly balls to right field, not much on him. We saw a few check swings. That's one of the few curveballs he did use in the game today. But you just saw a lot of fastball usage right around the plate, made pitches. To your point, had a few errant ones, a couple at bats mid-game, but Miggy got him right back, locked back in again, and you just saw him completely dominate. He probably could have gone out there and finished. Might have cost him another 15 pitches, but outstanding performance. 8 innings, 3 hits, only the 1 walk, and that's the one thing that I'd say, Cubs fans, if you're watching at home and you're watching with a microscope, that's the one thing that maybe we would have talked about, because the walks at times have gotten him in trouble, but not today.
All right. Let's look back at Todd's keys from the pregame show, sponsored by Blue Cross Blue Shield.
All right. Avoid the big inning. We were talking to Jake Arrieta. Might as well keep the conversation going right there. I had just kind of pointed out in the last 5 starts that he had where he did not pick up a win, even though he admitted making progression. We talked about how he looks like the Jake of old, and everything seems to be right in his world. The fact that he did have those innings that stood out. And you think back to the Frazier homer, go back a couple starts against the Pirates. He had 2 big innings against them there as well. Not today. Just completely dominated the Oakland A's. This was an easy one. Well, from our perspective, they wouldn't tell it to you that way, but I will. Short-term memory, talking about the Cubs' approach, thinking back to last night, what they did so well going up against Sonny Gray. I really do think they were going to break through had they got a little bit more of Sonny Gray. They did have the big base hit by Ben Zobrist, gave themselves opportunities in the 2nd and 3rd. He went through 5, but had to come out of the ball game. They had another 2-run inning. Nice to see there. Was hoping for a little bit more, but I thought they had a pretty good approach going, and if he would have stayed out there, they'd have done more damage. The power surge, boy, I might have been wrong on this one. It's the way that I remembered it. We hit, about 4 balls to the warning track in this ball game to just knock it out.
Smoked.
Absolutely. Anthony was a little frustrated, I remember, on his last one that he hit the center field. Now, he did hit one off the top of the wall in right center field. Curious to see what they would tell us as far as how that plays. But I do remember, and certainly people have told me over time, that, you play a day game on the West Coast, and I played a lot of them down in Southern California. The ball travels better. It seemed today that the ball was not traveling as well as I would have thought.
All right, we'll be right back. Cubs Postgame Live, presented by Blue Cross Blue Shield. When we return, Kyle Hendricks continues to keep that ERA hovering around 2. We'll discuss the Cubs righty who goes tomorrow after our final timeout.
If you feel like singing a song and you want other people to sing along, just sing what you feel. Don't let anyone say it's wrong. When there's a light, what light? There's a light, what what light? There's a light, white light.
Look at all these purchases you made with your airline credit card. Hold on, you only got double miles on stuff you bought from that airline? Let me show you something better. The Capital One Venture Card. With Venture, you earn unlimited double miles on every purchase, not just airline purchases. Every purchase, everywhere, every day. No, really, double miles on all of them. What's in your wallet?
Discover Kia's quality at the Top Quality Sales Event. We're celebrating with great deals on the sleek Optima and Optima Hybrid, as well as the Forte Sedan and Hatchback. Right now, get 0% APR for up to 66 months plus 1,000 bonus cash. Or 0 down, 0 due at signing, and 0 first month's payment on select models. Visit Kia.com to see how Kia quality performed against the competition. The Kia Top Quality Sales Event.
You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you.
Call Adolescent Growth today and see how our proven treatment programs for eating disorders can begin to bring the sunshine back in the life of your teen and your family.
Please don't take my sunshine away.
Won't miss that. Won't miss that. Won't miss that. Won't miss that.
I will too miss that.
No, you won't miss that. When you move with DirecTV, your favorite entertainment goes with you from coast to coast on all your devices. Now keep moving. The DirecTV Movers deal, now with bundles and equipment upgrades too. Call and ask about all the benefits today.
All right, let's check out the pitching matchup for tomorrow's series finale. Kyle Hendricks takes the bump, sporting a 2.22 ERA, 10-7 record. He'll face off against lefty Sean Manaea from the University of Evansville, 3-6 with an ERA of 4.68. Holly Hendricks, a 1.10 ERA over his last 5 starts.
Yeah, he's been filthy and no advantage here. Well, advantage Kyle. Getting ready to tell you that the Oakland A's haven't seen him a whole lot. That's going to be a huge advantage for him. Talk about the fastball command, certainly how this park has played in these first 2 games. Again, tomorrow afternoon. Changeup will also be a factor. I have no reason to believe that Kyle's going to be in any way off his game. He's been watching what's been going on with this Oakland A's lineup, and you're going to watch him attack the low zone with that fastball, exploit it when the top of the zone when he needs to, and use his changeup as many times as he needs. This is, like I said, a lineup that's got some power hitters in it. Just don't give them those opportunities. Be very careful. We watched Chris Davis today swinging 3-0. I mean, it's pretty obvious and pretty clear what they're thinking. We got 3 guys that we need to swing the bat in this lineup.
Right, Manaea's a big dude.
He is a big dude.
Very tall. Yep. So we'll see how it goes tomorrow. He was a second-round pick a few years ago. For Todd Hollandsworth, our great crew, I'm David Kaplan. Cubs win. Thanks for watching Cubs Postgame Live, presented by Blue Cross Blue Shield. Our next telecast Wednesday on our Plus channel. Coverage starts with our pregame at 6:30. Cubs host the Angels. Cubs win. Now we go to Kelly Crawl with Sportsnet Central now.
Hello and welcome, everyone. I'm Kelly Crawl, and this is Sportsnet Central, presented by Comcast Business. The Bears suffer a serious injury at Family Fest that will surely shake up the offensive line. The Cubs turn back the clock in Oakland, and Carlos Rodon is still in search of his first win since May. Plus, Brett Favre, the newest member of the Hall of Fame, reflects on his rivalry with the Bears. It's all coming your way on Sportsnet Central, starting now.
To Sportsnet Central, presented by Comcast Business.
We begin with this CSN News alert. Bears center Hronis Grasu carted off the field during practice today after suffering an injury to his right knee. The non-contact incident occurred while the team was scrimmaging, and Grasu was able to walk to the sidelines under his own power before being carted off. Here's our Bears insider John Moonmullen with the latest.
Saturday's Bears Fest practice did not go as well as the Bears would like it on two accounts. One was a very concerning injury to center Hronis Grasu, which John Fox said looked fairly serious. He was carted off the field. The other part was a little bit of another one of those training camp fights, but with too many people getting in. And the Bears seem to have I won't call it a discipline problem, but clearly they need to stop piling on and other things like that. A few more penalties than usual, but it was not the crispest practice, and John Fox called it off after an hour and a half.
To baseball now, Jake Arrieta and Sonny Gray squaring off out west. This considered a marquee pitching matchup back in March. The NL Cy Young and the third runner-up to the AL Cy Young a year ago. But it's been a rough go for the A's righty this season. 5-10, a 5.84 ERA. Cubs and A's throwing it back to 1981 this afternoon in Oakland. Check out the Unis. Madden's Club looking for their 6th straight win. We'll pick this one up in the third. No outs, no score. Sonny Gray with one of his stronger outings to this point, but Wilson Contreras going to get to him the second time around. This one headed out to right, and next up, Dexter Fowler keeps the line a-moving. Coco Chris not going to make this play and left. Down it goes. Fowler aboard with a single. Then after a strikeout and a ground out, it's up to Ben Zobrist, who shoots one up the middle, and just like that, Cubs take a 2-0 lead. Zobrist with his 56th RBI of the season. Big story of the day, this guy, Jake Arrieta, fantastic in this one. Later in the third, gets a comebacker to start the double play. Pretty, and that'd end the inning. In the fourth, Max Muncy goes down swinging. Then in the fifth, still sailing right along, a ground out to third. Arrieta, a 2-hitter through 5. On to the sixth, still 2-0 Cubs, looking for a few more runs. Anthony Rizzo leading off the inning, and boy, does he get a lot of contact here for it to just be a double. Rizzo with a number of hard-hit balls this afternoon. Zobrist later at the plate again. This time, a ground out would move Rizzo to third, and it's up to Addison Russell, who capitalizes there. Rizzo scores to make it through 3-0. They didn't stop there, however, though. Jorge Soler happy to be back at the big league level. Doubles down the left field line to drive in Russell. Cubs up 4-0 to the 8th. Arrieta still on the mound for the Cubs. It's Jake Smolinski looking, and that would be all for the ace. He would finish the day throwing 8 innings of 3-hit balls, striking out 4, only allowing 1 free pass, and he gets his first win since June 27th. Cubs shut out the A's 4-0. Arrieta allowed just 3 hits and 8 scoreless innings.